It's really strange after setting all this gear up for the first time, mics and the lights and the camera and backdrop and sitting here. My heart is thumping in my chest. And I don't quite know why. Like it's not like anyone's here. It's just me. Family's out for the weekend. There's no expectations. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this. But the moment I turn a camera on and there's lights and I've got the mics, it's a bizarre feeling. It's anxiety of a sort, I suppose. But the thing is that anxiety has the same exact physiological response as excitement. From what I've read or heard somewhere, I'm not sure where that's from, but it seems like it's actually after the fact that we get to decide whether what just happened, how I just felt, was anxiety or excitement. So, depending on the story I tell about it, I can say that was anxiety because I don't want to do this and it could only end in bad things. You know, what might happen? How bad could it possibly get? I'll play that out in my mind, and retrospectively I think back to that feeling of like, heart thumping in my chest and, you know, slightly cold sweats and elevated blood pressure and what else? How else does it feel? Those things, definitely. I could look back and I could say, oh, it's anxiety. You know, I feel anxious. Which sometimes that's definitely how it feels. But I could also say, well, that's excitement because I don't know where this might head. Who knows what might happen if I sit down and put some lights on and mics and a camera and freewheel, blah, 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 see where it goes. I've got no idea. That's why I'm doing it. This is like, it's kind of my take on, the idea of a daily journal where you just brain dump. You put things down with no real, you're not censoring it. You're not stopping yourself in the flow of thought. You just write down whatever comes to your mind. And maybe a lot, maybe nothing. But you just keep writing until it all sort of calms down. So I suppose that's the idea with this. And I'm not sure if I'm excited or anxious about the idea of putting thoughts out there. Because they're just thoughts, but thoughts can also change things around you. You know, if you take those thoughts and put them out into the world, they have the ability to change the world in a small way or in a large way. Who knows? I'm not expecting to make massive waves of any kind. I like seeing the way that conversation can stir people up in a way. A good conversation is where you're able to bounce around ideas that you don't necessarily agree on and come up with some creative solutions potentially. So before sitting down with someone else like this to discuss some ideas and, you know, have some interesting debates hopefully, I thought what I would do is sit down, just me, and to start with get all the gear working, which hopefully, if this is online and people are actually seeing it and hearing it in sync at the same time, wonders of, you know, modern technology, hopefully, if I've got that all right, then this little test phase is all good.